Guys, I need your help. Let me know in the comments, have you bought a light novel on the back of my recommendations? This is a channel update and it basically is what it is. I got super burnt out with light novels and really struggled to motivate myself to sit and read them. Running a YouTube channel is not as easy as it might look. I put enough effort in these videos, I don't think I go overboard, but these are basically talking head videos where I'll put in the front of the camera, I'll hold a book up and talk about what I liked and disliked. It takes me a while to read some of these books, so just about every single video has kind of just been something I've read. So I got super burnt out with reading light novels. I tried reading other stuff, I tried reading Japanese novels, I tried reading just normal novels, and I really struggled to get back into the grind of reading light novels. I've also started another channel which is about game collecting, and I've really noticed that taken off to the point that I've got like 200 subscribers on that channel, and I think I get more views on each video than I do on any video that I do for this, which is a little bit disheartening. I know I haven't really uploaded to a schedule. This is just kind of saying, yeah, I'm just going to continue doing my own pace, just reading stuff as I like them, recommend them, and I kind of like to imagine that when I do recommend titles, when I do these reviews, it is titles that I am wanting you guys to check out. I am very huge into these one-shot, these Japanese novels where they've got the hardcovers and the really nice long stories, as opposed to these every other month getting another volume of a series that's 20 plus volumes. It doesn't help that a lot of series ended. Ascendance of the Bookworms ended. Overlord's getting one volume every now and again. Infinite Dendrogram's getting one volume a year. Konosuba's ended. A lot of the stuff I really liked reading has kind of ended or just kind of slowed down, which is a shame. It's also kind of, I just don't have the motivation anymore, which is a huge shame. I've always said about the life cycle of this channel with the videos. I put a video up when I get a review. It kind of sits there, gets a few hundred views, and then once the anime gets announced, it goes up a little bit. Then the anime gets released and it gets the right spike, and then after about 2 or 3 episodes, it kind of drops down a bit, and people kind of dip in here and there. But by the time the anime is done, the video is just completely dead. Pretty much. I've noticed whenever light novels get mentioned, it usually tends to be the same 3 or 4 series, which is a huge shame. Light novels have an absolutely huge scope. I genuinely don't believe that there is a big niche where people are just picking up stuff blind and just willing to try stuff out. There always has to be an anime adaptation. It needs to be somebody like the big respected author. Or to be honest, a lot of light novels end up being just punching bags. I read that Strongest Witch one, which I remember seeing in the comments, as everybody just be like, this is why light novels are crap. And I was just like, you know what, this is one of the best light novels I'd read in 2025. It was a huge amount of fun. But that's just me. I just have maybe different tastes to a lot of other people. But yeah, it's sad to kind of feel like what you're doing isn't really changing anything. I do genuinely get a lot of supportive comments. People do say, oh, I checked this out and I enjoyed this. But let's face it, I mean, it's like a drop in the ocean. I've always been thankful for the support I've had with publishers. Yen Press especially have constantly sent stuff out and been able to ensure that I've been able to promote some of their new titles to them. And I've always been thankful for it. It's always been nice to be able to get a lot of titles that haven't otherwise been able to check out. And I think that you guys do appreciate that. I've always tried to promote the stuff I've really enjoyed. But do let me know in the comments if you've ever bought a series or a light novel off the bat, because it really helps Yen Press know if stuff is actually getting picked up on the back of them. Because I'm going to be honest, with the way my schedule has been going on, if publishers don't want to send stuff because they don't think it's worth it, absolutely can't fault them. I just always felt that there was that little bit of hope that people were picking stuff up on the back of my comments. But yeah, this is just a thank you. Like I said, if you don't feel like it's worth continuing on with the channel, absolutely completely understand if you want to unsubscribe. I can't promise content when there's kind of like I'm at this point where it's like I'm burnt out. If you do want to support the channel, or if you want to, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment, like I said, to let me know what you've bought on the back of some of my videos. If you want my content, I do stuff on anime figures, and I also do game collecting, which game collecting has been more or less a weekly thing. So yeah, that is kind of my hobby at the moment, game collecting. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody over the last few years. This isn't the end, but it kind of feels like it might genuinely will be. Simple as that. Just thanks for coming, and thanks again for staying. Goodbye.